What's up, guys? So I'm back. I took off the hat because I had to put my hair back up because it was getting fringy like craziness. Ooh, gray hair. Do you see it? I don't know if you see it, but whatever's. So this is a bonus because I want to get some of these extra questions answered. Where did I leave off? Here we go. Julius Arimura says, do you play horror video games like Silent Hill, Fragile Dreams, Clock Tower? Not really. I think the only horror game that I'm playing, I've never really played a horror game. I mean, I've played games that freaked me out and that made me like, Alan Wake. I consider Alan Wake a scary game. I know a lot of people do as well, but a lot of people think it's like a suspense or thriller, not really a horror game. The Walking Dead, I mean, it's got zombies and all that, but games like Silent Hill and I don't like Amnesia and all that, I don't think I would. They don't really interest me. I know there's a lot of really good ones out there. I've been wanting to maybe try Silent Hill, but I don't know. They're not really my kind of game. Like I said, the only exceptions are like little ones that people wouldn't really consider to be horror games. I'm a chicken when it comes to that stuff. Huge chicken. I mean, you could tell in my Alan Wake Let's Plays and in my Walking Dead Let's Plays, like I freak out a lot of times. Have you played, the same person says, have you played any of the Castlevania games? I played a little bit of one of the games. I forgot what it's called, but I think it came out in 2011. Like, not the most recent one, but the one before that. I don't even know what has come out. But yeah, I played a little bit of one, and I didn't really get into it. But it is a series that I would love to play. It's like one of those series where I'm like, I think I probably would like the idea of it, like the story and the characters, but I can't really get into the fighting, the combat. Same person says, also, I just wanted to know if you watched any of the Studio Ghibli films. I always forget if it's Ghibli or Ghibli. I think it's Ghibli, isn't it? I have. I've watched pretty much all of them. My favorite is probably Howl's Moving Castle. Oh my god, I love Kiki's Delivery Service. What else? Oh my god, it's on the tip of my love. You know which one I haven't watched is my Friend Totoro, I think it's called. I never watched that one. I watched the beginning, but I never finished it. But Howl's Moving Castle is one of my favorites. There's so many good. I love those movies. So yes, I have seen them. Findle McKillop says, have you had any experience you would say has impacted the direction of your life? And let me answer that first. Yes. I don't want to get too grim here, but my dad passing away, that was probably the experience that has impacted my life more than anything. That and my mom's illness, but I think my dad's passing away. And also, where do you visualize yourself in 10 years from now? I don't really like to look into the future that far, like 10 years from now, because a lot of things depend on my future, like a lot of things that are happening now and throughout my life. A lot of things I can't really plan ahead because of them, which is fine. I've learned to not really look into the future, especially that far into the future. I just take things as they come. I've learned that that's probably the best way to do it. It's good to have goals, like set goals for one day. That's how I see it. I set goals for one day. But if I don't achieve them in a specific time period, whatever, I always say I'm still young. What I'm doing now is important, and I should focus on that. And then whatever life presents, I'll face it when it comes. So yeah. The epic one says, scenario. Okay. Alistair and Cullen have been kidnapped by some evil guys. And you can only save one of them. The person you don't save will die. Knowing that you didn't choose him, who would you choose and why? So I have to choose. Whoever I choose lives, and whoever I don't choose dies. Cullen or Alistair? I think I would choose Alistair, because I have more of a connection with Alistair. I formed more of a connection with Alistair in Dragon Age Origins. So I think I would choose Alistair. As much as I love Cullen, that connection really isn't there, because he really wasn't in my story, because I didn't even play a mage, I played a warrior. So as much as I love Cullen, I would have to choose Alistair. Awkward John. Who did you side with in Dragon Age 2, the mages or the Templars, and why? I sided with the mages. My Hawk was a good guy. I played a good guy Hawk, you know, the like the Paragon version. So he didn't really agree with some of the things that the Templars were talking about, and the Templars did and say and stuff like that. So I think he does believe that mages do need a lot of help with controlling sometimes their powers sometimes, but not at the way that the Templars, especially Meredith, was wanted to do. So I sided with the mages. Andrew C. says, if you could set up a fight between two fictional characters from books, comics, games, etc., which ones would you choose? I'd like to see Geralt versus the Smoke from Lost, or Commander Shepard versus Indiana Jones, or Hulk versus Barbie doll. I think I'm gonna keep this just video games, because if I delve into books, comics, games, this is gonna take forever for me to think. So video games, I would put Adam Jensen versus Commander Shepard. Soldier Commander Shepard. No, that's not fair. Adam Jensen versus Biotic Shepard? Vanguard Shepard. Vanguard Shepard versus Adam Jensen. Racket25 says, in a zombie-infected apocalypse, which trio would you prefer? MD, Joel, and Ellie, or MD, Lee, and Clementine? I think MD, Joel, and Ellie, because I totally ship MD and Joel. Hell yeah. Give me some MDoel. Oh, I need to go to sleep. Mola22 says, what is the background of your collaboration with Lumen? Who contacted who, how it all started, and what made you choose Starbound? There's really not a huge story behind it. I mean, I contacted Lumen, and we both were on the same page, pretty much. We both wanted to. It was like, we didn't really have to discuss it that much. We were just like, yeah, let's do it. Like, we were both on board, which was really, it's been like an honor for me, because I absolutely love Lumen. So when he was on board, I was like, oh, this is so cool. And we suggested a few games, but then he was the one that was really big on Starbound. I had heard a little bit about it, but I had never really played those games. But yeah, he was like, maybe we should, how would you feel about playing Starbound? I mean, the beta's coming out soon. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was a multiplayer or a co-op. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. Like, if it's for Mac, let's do it. And that was pretty much, it's the easiest way to do it because we could play through Steam. So yeah, that was pretty much how it was. What else did they ask? Yeah, that's how it worked out. Which I'm really happy about. Lumen's an awesome guy, and yeah, it was there was really nothing to it. I mean, we were both, like I said, we were both on the same page. Ezo59 says, "What are your favorite songs from Mass Effect?" Oh my god, of course, Vigil's song. That's one of my favorite songs. The opening song in Mass Effect 1. The Suicide Mission song towards the end of Mass Effect 2. The opening song, or of course the Return to Earth, or I forgot what it's called, but the Mass Effect 3 song with the piano. The ending song of Mass Effect 3. There's so many great songs in Mass Effect 3, oh my god. I think those are the biggest ones. The Vigil song is probably one of my favorites, and the Suicide Mission song. I get lost. Oh, Joke. Joke says, if you found yourself in the Dragon Age universe, which class would you be? In the Dragon Age universe, warrior. Wayne Clark says, Coke or Pepsi? I don't really like carbonated sodas, or sodas in general. Carbonated drinks, but if I had to choose out of those two, Coke. I don't like Pepsi. Coke, I could stand, but yeah, so Coke. Mario Eberl says, did you like Miranda more in Mass Effect 3? It's not that I really liked Miranda more in Mass Effect 3, but I think I connected a little bit more with her in Mass Effect 3 than I did in Mass Effect 2, because I felt really bad about dumping her. I dumped her. My shepherd dumped her in Mass Effect 3, and I felt bad. Cause she, like, I saw her crying and all that. Like, she wasn't, like, showing it, but I saw her cry, and I was like, oh my god. So I connected a little bit more with her. So, yeah, I connected more, but it's not like I liked her more. Because I've never really been a big fan of Miranda. Tushar Bardwash. Do you think Hunari are like a smarter version of orcs? No, not at all. Joe R. I like the hat. Are you interested in Destiny? A little bit. I mean, I don't know if I would try it. It doesn't seem like my type of game. I would wait to see more on it once it was out before I would buy it. And I don't know if I would even buy it. It looks really good, though. It looks really nice and all that. It's a really nice-looking game, but it doesn't really look like my type of game. Renee Garcia G says, well, my topic is, ever seen the BioWare teaser images for Mass Effect 4? Yes, I have. I saw them on N7 Day. And I can't really say much about them because they didn't really show too much, at least for you to go, oh my god, I totally know what that is. So it was exciting, but I really can't say too much about it because it's very vague still. But it's exciting. Andre Wallace says, what is your favorite class in Mass Effect and how do you play? I love, my favorite class is Infiltrator. I love playing Sniper. Who did you, this is the last one, Sebastian Kashani Sorensen says, who do you romance in DAI? Who do I want to romance? If I'm a dwarf, I definitely want to romance Varric, and if Cullen is in the party, then Cullen as a human. I'll talk to you guys later.